Good morning, everyone. Here it is Maleshwari. Yesterday, on day before yesterday, I told you about the Java architecture. Let me recall it. Okay, how to evaluate the Java program, everything. Okay, you all accessed the PBL link. I think you all got login ID and password. Go through it. Okay, this is the architecture. Okay, we'll follow the 5 steps in this architecture. First, we'll write the Java program. Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you? Okay. Okay, thank you. In the first step, we'll write the Java program and we'll save it with .java file. Okay, when we compile the Java program, okay, it will convert into .class file, which is Java bytecode. Okay, that Java bytecode is loaded into class loader. Okay, here it will check whether the libraries in the Java are existed or not. Okay, if it is satisfied, it will give to Java virtual machine. Okay, the Java virtual machine contains both compiler and interpreter to run your program. Here in Java program, we must declare everything in class. The class syntax of the class is class followed by class name. Okay. Here in the Java virtual machine, what it will do, everything is noted. Please read once this PDF. Okay. Now I'll start about the array topic. What is an array? Array is a collection of data which is having similar type. Okay. Let me start with the arrays. I told you about what are the language bases yesterday. Okay. And what is the conditional control statements, if else, nested if, switch, while, and for loop, how to use them. Okay, now arrays. See, the definition of array is a container object that holds fixed number of values of same data type. Okay, when you create an array, okay, which must be with the length must be fixed. Okay, we can automatically increase, but in dynamically we can't increase the an array. Okay, array element is automatically initialized with default value and which data type it is. Okay, if it is integer data type, defaultly it will store an integer value which is null value, like that. Okay, 0 sometimes also. Okay, array can be created using new keyword. Okay, here how we have to create an array means int square braces x is equal to new int of 5. 5 is the length we are fixing with array of x. Okay, you already know how to create an array. Okay, I am continuing. This is the sample example to know how array is working. Okay, here we have 3 different types of class interpreters means public, private, protected. Okay, public class means this class member functions like as variables methods we can use anywhere in the program. Okay, whereas protected means in the same class only, in the same method only we can declare. Okay, let me open my PPT. My Zoom link is closed, I think. What is the difference between private, public, protected classes means the public class must be accessible anywhere in the class. Okay, all the member functions variables we can access it. Okay, whereas private can access only to that class only, which is belongs to, suppose if it is first program of the class name is first program, we can accessible the methods in that only class. Okay, the protected means we can accessible to the class which is belong to any subclass. Okay, any subclass means if we declare that subclasses in that class, we can call that classes, we can accessible to that classes to subclasses also. Okay, this is the differences between public, private, protected. Let me go to the PBL. Okay, here I am declaring public class name as array demo. Okay, in this array I am declaring some x is an array. Okay, I am initializing the x of 0 means the array starts with the index 0. X of 0 is equal to 11 and x of 4 equal to 22. Okay, what what will be the values of 1, 2, index 1, 2, 3? Okay, it will assign the value as integer data type. That's why it will assign as 0 as a default. Okay, here is the output. I'm displaying, I'm printing with system.out.println statement. Okay, this is the output I will get when I execute this array program. Okay, do you understand? To declare an array, int square braces of x is equal to new int of 5. Okay, we can resize the array also. To resize that array is equal to x is equal to new int of 10. Whereas coming to the two-dimensional array, to declare two-dimensional array means the rows and columns. Okay, here we have to declare the row value and column value. Okay, if it is integer data type, wait a minute. In class is a open. Hello. Okay, let me continue. Okay, in two-dimensional array, we have to declare the row and column values. Okay, which is 3 by 3 array. Okay, to declare the array, int double square braces y is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9. Okay, the starting index of that 2 by 2 array is, the index value is, first it will tells 0 and 0. Okay, the first box it will tells about if it is one value, the index value of this one value is 0, 0. Okay, 0, 1. Next, 0, 1, 0, 2, like that. Okay, next, this value is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. This one is 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Like this, the index value will be allocated. Okay, this is the example which I am showing for two-dimensional arrays. Okay, when you declare two-dimensional array, we need to declare like this. Okay, if x of 0 is equal to new int of 3. 3 means we can't say what will be the value of index 3 it will be stored. Okay, that's why. Okay, I'm doing like this. Okay, new int of 3, new int of 2, new int of 5. I am declaring like this. Define the number of columns of each row. Okay, if it is 0th row, that's why it is displaying the value as 0, 0, 0. The index value is 0. Okay, here I am using for loop to display my matrix value, means my two-dimensional array value. Okay, for I int j is equal to 0, j less than x of I means the I indicates the row value, because j indicates the column value. Okay, means the length, how much we declare. X dot length means it will take the last length of that an array. Okay, this one is row value, this one is column value. If x of I and j is equal to, I am printing the row value I here. Okay, that's why the output is 0, 0th row, 1 row, and second. Okay, the index value of this is 0, 1, 2, like that. Okay, here 3 means, that's why it repeating 3 index values. Okay, 0, 1, 2, it will assign as zeros. Okay, here the row index is 1 and the column index is 1, and here the row index is 2 and column row index is 2 and column index is 0, like that. It will give the output like this. Okay, let me share some other examples. Okay. When you see this array topic, okay, here some of the programs are there to do. Okay, you need to complete this these programs. Okay, if you want to uh, reach the milestone one, means you already know all these programs. Write a program to initialize an integer array and print the sum and average of an array. Okay, I will explain this programs, some few programs. Okay, here I am taking single dimensional array, one dimensional array. Okay, I need to print the sum and average of an array. Okay, here I am taking the class as class name as solution. Okay, public static void main. Okay, we can take this name as sum or average. Okay, I am taking the solution as a name. For I is equal to 0, I less than array dot length. Here length is used to know what is the ending index of the array. Okay. Okay, the length of an array, this array is 7. Okay, and I am incrementing I plus plus. Okay, the sum is equal to plus sum plus array of I value, and means here this for loop is used to know the sum value of that array 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus like that. Okay, here it displaying the average of the array. Okay, sum is divided by the number of elements in that array. Okay, here this program is used to find out the maximum and minimum value of an array. Okay, here I am taking the values from the system, that's why I use scanner method. Okay, scanner dot in is equal to new scanner of system dot in. When you use scanner method, we can take the input from the runtime. Okay, at runtime. Okay, in dot next in means this method is used to uh, read the values from the at runtime. Okay, it will store in array of I. After reading, okay, you need to know the maximum value. Here I am using int integer min of value, min underscore value, means minimum value it will be stored in this min. Okay, max will store 0. Okay, after declaring this function, I am checking if the max is less than array of I element. Okay, the maximum element will be stored in max and element will be stored in min. Okay, this is max value. Okay, here I am checking out this. Any doubt? differences between system.in and int.in. Okay. Next int. Okay, I'll show you the difference. When you take this example, okay, here I am allocating statical. Okay, 1 2 3 and up to 7. Here when I take, here I am reading, this is the syntax for scanner method. Okay, scanner of system.in means it will take the values at runtime. We have to declare like this. Okay, when you want to read at runtime, read the values at runtime, then we have to write this scanner method. Scanner of in means the variable for the scanner in. Okay, is equal to new scanner of system.in. Okay, here I am using in for integer variable, next int, next char for character variable, next char. Okay, for string also we use next char. Okay, first we have to consider the maximum value. Okay, in integer dot max of value to know the differences. Otherwise integer dot min of value means we can assign the min value. We can compare each and minimum value with maximum value. That's why I use like this. Okay, you better try this program. Okay, in your Java, in your system. Okay, then you can know the differences between integer dot max value and integer dot min value. Okay, next program is, here also I'm writing the program to whether the element is present in that array or not. Okay, to find the element in that array or not. If it is not found, we have to print -1 value, else it will. Okay, okay, that's why I'm assigning the values. Okay, 1 to 0. Okay, I'm reading to search a number from 1 to 1 to 0 to 9. Okay, here I'm entering any number. Okay, for if I is equal to 0, I less than array of length I plus plus. Okay, if the number is existed at 0, if I want to find the 9 value. Okay, okay, array of 9 is equal to array of 0 equal to 9. If it is not equal, it will break. Otherwise it will search until till the ending of that index value. Okay, 0 until it will up. If it is 8th index, okay, here the length of array is 9. Here array of 8 is equal to 9, the 9 equal to 9, the id value is equal to the index value. Okay, I will be stored the in id. Okay, it will print where it where it is found. Okay, any doubts till now? Madam, can you write array of I is equal to n not? Ah, you can write, you can use for loop and you can write. Okay, scanner p is equal to array of p. Is it correct or not? Ah, you can write like that also. The both methods are will be used. Okay. Here I'm initializing an array with ASCII value and print the corresponding character. What is the value of that stored in that array? Okay, that's why I'm declaring like this. Okay, to convert the ASCII number into character means I'm typecasting like this: char of ASCII of I. I means the index value here. Okay, this is the third program. When you look at the fourth program, initialize. Okay, the fourth program is what I show you. Write a program to find the largest of two numbers and smallest of two numbers in the given array. How to find out the largest of two numbers and smallest of two numbers? I will show you. Okay. Here I want to find out the largest of two numbers and smallest of two numbers of given array. I am taking the array as 1 to 9, 0 to 9 values. Okay. Here I am using the largest is one array. I am declaring largest and smallest as arrays. Okay, the boolean means here why I am using boolean means whether it is true or false. Okay, the given number is largest or not. I am taking another array boolean token. Okay, up to array length means what is the length. I am taking those values as true or false. Okay, first we are declaring as boolean, it will be initialized with false. Okay, for j is equal to 0, j less than equal to 2, j plus plus in max is equal to 0, id equal to 0. Here I am taking the max value as 0 if it is less than array of I and not equal to taken of I means, okay, if it is false, it does not execute. If it is true, if the statement is true, okay, then it will assign the max value into max. Okay, max variable. Okay, then I am making after this the id must be true, means wherever the index value, if it is found as max value, okay, here it in taken, it is changing into false into true variable. Okay, in this index it is making true. Okay, here in this array what is the maximum values? 8 and 9. Okay, what is the minimum values? 0 and 1. 0 and 1 are the minimum values. Okay, that's why I'm doing like this. Okay, if you follow another method also it will be okay. Okay, we can take 1 as maximum number and we have to compare the next largest by using that. Okay, or otherwise we can find out the minimum number and we can find out second minimum number. Based on that we can use like that. Any doubts? To find the smallest number only, I need to fix with minimum as maximum number. Okay, when you are finding the smallest value, we have to give the minimum value with the integer of max value. Okay, integer dot max value means it will give the maximum value. Okay, then only it will be compared. And we can change the minimum number as array of I. Any doubts till now? Okay. Shall we move to strings? If you have any doubts, um, please mail me. My mail ID is maleshwari@gvpc.ac.in. Okay. If you have any doubts, please mail me. Okay, I will clarify those doubts. Otherwise, in chat box means I am jumping to other topics. It is time taking process to clarify your doubts. Okay, I am moving to string topic. What is string? String is a group of characters. Okay, see, string is a group of characters. They are there are objects of same type as string. Okay, the elements in the string is character type or string type. Once the object is declared, it can't be changeable. That's why it is immutable statement. Okay, when you declare the string, we can't change the characters of that string in the middle of your program. Okay, to declare the string, wait a minute. Hello, my screen is visible to you all. Okay, this is how we have to declare the strings. Okay, string is the data type. Okay, string s is equal to new string. Okay, here I'm calling the string method by using new. Okay, this is how we have to create the strings in Java. Here I want to tell you one thing. Here integer data type will take 4 bytes of memory, whereas in C language what we know, integer data type will take only 2 bytes. Here in Java, for integer data type it will take 4 bytes of memory. Okay, to create a string we use double quotes. Okay, string data type, string is a data type, str is equal to a b c. Okay, for declaring as an array we have to use char data is equal to data square brace is equal to a b c. Okay, here string is different of data. Okay, here I am taking string str is equal to new string of data means I am taking this array which is character array into string data type. Okay, you understand? Here, the data array in the above example is modified. This example is modified, and the object, the screen, the data type is changed to character to string. Okay. To declare another string variable, string str equal to 2 is equal to new string of str, means we will copy this data to str2, string 2, passing another string object. To pass into another string object, we will use like this also. Okay. To find out the length of the string, we use dot length method. Okay. Dot length method is used to return the length of that string. Okay. Suppose Varun. Varun is the name. Okay. Is the string of characters. Varun is the name. Dot length means here the length of these characters will be printed. It will print 5. Okay. String my name is equal to Varun. String s is equal to my name is plus operator is used to concatenate the value that variable and this statement. Okay, my name is Varun. It will print my name is Varun in S. S. For string concatenation, the Java compiler converts an operand to the string by using plus operator. Plus operator is used to concatenate the statement and string. Okay. Caret is the method. The caret is the method which is used to find the index value of that character. Okay, to find the value in that uh, index. Okay, char at of 1 means in this string object. Okay, abc dot caret of at of 1 means it will check the index number is starting with 0, 0, 1, 2. Okay, it will store like that. Okay, the one index value will be returned. Okay, the b is will be stored at char c. You understand? The next example is string creating using assignment operator. How to create a string by using assignment operator? Okay, here I am declaring this one as hello and s2 as hello. Okay, when you compare both the string, okay, we can check equal to operator also. Okay, when you compare both the strings, we can use equal to operator. Otherwise, we can check each and every number, or using for loop also we have to convert into char, and you can check by using for loop. Okay, okay, we can find out the in array we can find out with the starts with the name which starts with John. Okay, start with is a method which it will check the first 3 characters of each string in that array. Okay, suppose I am trying to find out array name dot start with John, means if the array contains all the 12 months, January, February, or like that. Okay, it will check in that array. Okay, first three characters of each variable in that array. Okay, starts with this the method, and ends with means suffix of each string in that array. Okay, suffixes of each string in that array. Any doubts till now? Okay, let me show you one assignment question. Is my screen is visible to you? Okay. Here I'm. This is the assignment. Okay. This is the first assignment. Okay. This is how we have to uh, write an array. Okay. Employee number, employee name. Okay. This is 2 by 2 array. This is also a 2 by 2 array. Okay. I'm assigning employee number, employee name, joining date, designation code, department, basic HRA, and IT. Okay. Here I want to show this assignment question. Okay, I have done, but you need to do to find out the salary, which is another array with some of these. Okay, basic plus HRA plus DA minus IT. We need to follow this condition. Okay, and next notice, by using switch case, we need to find out each designation. Okay, if it is engineer, the designation code must be E. Okay, and find the value of DA for a particular employee. Okay, if the designation code is E, the DA should be must be equal to 20,000. If the designation is consultant, the designation code must be C and the DA must be 32,000. Like that, we need to print the salary of that employee and designation of that employee. Okay, based on the code, we need to print the designation. Okay, you understand? Let me show you how to do this. Okay, this is how I designed for this employee database. Okay, class employee, I'm declaring employee ID, employee name, joining date. Okay, I'm taking each database like this. Okay, now first by using switch case, I'm using to return the DA value. Okay, to return the DA value, first I have to switch the designation. Okay, if is his designation is E. E means engineer. C means consultant. Okay. If I didn't share you, oh sorry. Okay. Okay. Here I am declaring class as employee. Okay. For employee ID, I'm declaring some IDs to that employee. Okay. Employee names. Okay. One array, and joining dates as one array, and designation codes. Okay. Designation codes I am assigning. Okay. And departments I am assigning, and basic HRA IT value. And to calculate the DA value, I'm using one another function. By using this code, I need to find out whether the employee having the DA is 20,000, consultant is having 32,000, like that. To find the DA, I use like this. Okay. Switch function is used here. For switch, the consultant is having E. Okay. Means the employee is having the code E, then my DA is returned here. Okay. Next, I need to find out the index value. To find each employee index value here, get index of in ID. Okay. Here I am using this to find out the index of each employee. Then to find out the salary of each employee. Okay. To get the salary, what is the, to find out the salary, what is the statement? Basic plus HRA plus basic plus DA plus basic plus HRA plus DA minus IT. Okay. Like this I calculated employee salary. I need to print this employee database. Okay, I will show you how to print this employee database. I need to switch to IntelliJ. If you have any doubts, ask me now. Okay, I will send to you. Okay, sure. My program is loading in IntelliJ. Okay. Okay. After finishing this program, open the poll. Okay. Now don't open. Okay. After completing this program, open the poll.
Madam, tell me when we can open the poll, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
After your execution, we can start the poll.
okay, sir. Okay. Again, my program is closed. Okay, I will share the screen. Okay. Can you view my program? Okay, this is how I am executing. I am taking uh, each column as an array. Okay, in employee database. Okay, to execute this, to find the salary of that employee and to find the designation of that employee based on the designation code. Okay, we have to return in designation table what will be the DA value for that employee. The DA value should be for employee is 20,000, for consultant is 32,000, for engineer is 20,000. Okay, let me show you how to run this program. Okay, here it is, directly it is running. We need to give the configuration as employee ID as 1001. Okay, 1002 also we can give. Okay, I am giving 1002 as employee ID. I need to find out the employee name, employee designation, salary. Okay, I will run this program. When I running, see, here is the, it will fetch the employee database from your array. Okay, from your table. Employee number as 1002, employee name is Sushma, department is PM, and designation is consultant. Okay, here the designation is consultant, means what is the DA value? Here 32,000. 32,000 plus HRA plus basic. Okay, here 30,000 plus 12,000. Okay, minus 9,000. What will be the value? 65,000. This is how I am calculating the employee database. Okay, here I used to get the spaces like I use modulo 7D, modulo 8x. Okay, like that. Anyone having doubts regarding this? Okay. I will stop here. Okay. I will continue after your exam. Okay, I'm using within the class. That's why I use private variables. Okay. If you want public, no need to give. Any doubts in today's class? Whether it is an array or strings topic? Okay, start the poll exam.
Okay, ma'am, I will start it, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Okay, dear students, actually, there are 10 questions now. Each and every 10 questions will be having 10 minutes of time. Okay. Uh, and after this submissions, madam will discuss the answers. What are the correct answers? Are you ready for the poll? Please respond in the chat. Right. Here comes your poll. Okay. Now the time starts now. Now it's 10:88. We'll stop by 10:20. Okay. I'm giving 12 minutes of time. Is it visible? The poll is visible. Ma'am, is the poll visible, ma'am?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine, ma'am. Fine, ma'am. So after the session, please discuss with the students, ma'am,
Oh,
about
sure, sir. Sure.
solutions, how they are keeping. 20 people submitted so far.
Okay.
Last 5 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Still 30 students need to submit. Request everyone to submit the poll. చెప్పండి చెప్పండి. ఇంకొకటి వీళ్ళు విప్రో వాళ్ళకి ఇంకా 10 seconds. Still, there are 5 students need to submit. The 4 students need to submit. 2 students. Time up. Please submit. One student actually left. Okay, fine. We are ending this poll now, and we'll see the results. Madam, the percentage of answering of an option will be shown, ma'am, now.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
You need to tell the correct one among their answers, even though most of them keep the wrong answer.
Okay, sir.
That you need to decide what is the correct answer. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sure.
I'm sharing the result, ma'am. Now you
Okay,
can
sir.
see it on the screen.
Okay,
Result
sir.
will be sharing, ma'am.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
You can go question wise and you can discuss the answer. Ma'am.
okay, sir. Okay, let me discuss with the poll questions. Java is the language I told you. In Java, JVM is used to compile and interpreter. Okay, both compiler and interpreter is the right answer. Okay, and the next question is it is the heart. It is the heart of the human body. Okay, which is hidden essential feature. Which of the following comes under non-primitive data types? Non-primitive data types means which is uh, means not numeric. Okay, which is class. Class is a non-numeric data type. Non-primitive data type. Okay, okay. Almost Java is the Java program. When you compile, it will convert and create dot class file. Okay, the Java bytecode is formed in dot class file. Okay, which of the following are correct array declarations? I told you that array declarations. Okay, in here A is the correct answer. Okay, A is the correct declaration, whereas B is also a correct declaration. The C is not correct declaration. See here, int A of 5. No need to declare here. Okay, new int of 5. This is wrong. Okay, A of 5 and a friend now. Okay, and D is the right answer. E is also right answer, and F is wrong answer. Okay, why? I'm declaring 5 here. Okay, again I'm giving 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is wrong.
Small ma'am, sorry to actually, this is a multiple choice question. I guess you got understood students. You need to select the multiple answers. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Open like that only, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
Right, ma'am.
Okay, which of the following is used to load the dot class file? Means class loader is used to load the class file because it will check what are the library functions in the Java which we use, whether it is existed or not in our Java, or it will check. Okay, just now I told the integer, the size of int is 4 bytes. 4 bytes is equal to 32 bits. 32 bits is the right answer. Okay, what is the local variable? Local variable means the variable which is defined inside the method. Okay, or constructor or block of local variables are called local variables. Okay, here when you check this program, this is array program. What is the output? Means all kept compiler error. 48% members are kept compilation error. Why it is compilation error? Okay, here I use for I is I colon A I used. Okay, for this you declared this as a compilation error. Okay, for in Java this syntax also will be accepted. Why? Int I equal to a is accepted. Okay, I equal to a means it will print 1, 2, 3. D is the option which is correct answer. Okay. Next 10th question. What will be the result if we compiled this program? Means garbage value. Okay, garbage value and null value is also right answers, because x of 4 means it is an integer data type. It will store whether it is 0 or garbage value. Okay, 0 means null value. All kept garbage value. It will also write. Okay, any doubts regarding this? Okay, thank you for writing poll exam.
Ma'am, there's a question, ma'am, in the
Okay,
chat. Please check.
this is wrong, Amma. This is wrong. Why? Because int array declaration equal to new of int 5 means I should not declare 5 there. Okay, I should not declare the size there of I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm giving the values to that array 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why it is wrong, I told you. But in the 9th question, the same declaration is used. Once I will see that 9th question. Okay. Let me check it out with Java. Okay, after checking this, I'll tell you.
Okay, ma'am. Can we stop the session, ma'am?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Clarify అన్నారు కదా సార్, నేను అది చూస్తున్నాను.
Yeah. Fine.